You don't have to know where the story is going. In fact, you're not supposed to. Because some of the best moments in a story don't come from knowing, they come from wondering. From that quiet thought that slips in mid-chapter, wait, what if? Hello everybody, Keith Terpsma here, and welcome to episode 14 of the Lit Torch, videos designed with family read aloud in mind. Let's begin with an observation. There's a moment that shows up in almost every story, but it's easy to miss if you're moving too quickly. Your child hears something small, a detail, a line, a moment that feels just a little different, and they say, I think I know what's going to happen. And right there, everything in us wants to respond, to confirm it, to correct it, to guide them toward the right answer. Or if the day has been long, we barely acknowledge it at all. We've got a few pages left, it's getting late, and we just want to land the chapter. So we keep reading. In that moment, the guess passes by. But that guess isn't a side moment. It's not a detour from the story. It is the story. Because in that instant, your child isn't just listening anymore. They're noticing patterns. They're sensing that details might matter later. They're beginning to feel that the story is building towards something, even if they can't explain how. They don't have the word foreshadowing. They don't need it. They have a hunch. And that hunch is where real reading begins. Now, here's the uncomfortable part. Sometimes their guesses are completely off, not even close. The kind of prediction that makes you want to step in and help. But if we rush to fix it, we miss what the moment is actually offering. Because stories aren't just about arriving at the answer. They're about learning how to look for one, how to hold an idea lightly, to test it as the story unfolds, to notice when something connects or when it doesn't. And if I'm honest, this is one I've missed before, rushing through a chapter, trying to get to the good part, not realizing we were already in it. There's a quiet kind of guilt in that, I think. Not heavy, just a small recognition that the moments we hurry past are often the ones that mattered most. So here's something simple to try this week. The next time your child makes a guess, don't correct it. Don't confirm it. Just let it sit there for a second. You might even smile and say, let's see. Then keep reading. Because when the story moves forward, when something clicks or surprises or completely reshapes what they expected, that's the moment that sticks. Not because they got it right, but because they were part of discovering it. Stories don't just give answers, they invite participation. And a guess is a child stepping inside the story instead of standing outside of it. That's the shift. This week, when a prediction shows up, don't rush past it. Let it breathe for a moment. You don't need to turn it into a lesson. Just let them wonder. Because sometimes the guess is the very thing that helps them see what was there all along. Thanks for watching. And if you'd like to get started or go deeper with a 10-minute read aloud reset into how these small moments begin to shape the way your child experiences stories, there's more waiting for you just below. Until then, take the torch and read aloud. All the best to you and your family.